What's going on, it's your boy TpindellTV. Welcome back to another video. I did a video like this a few weeks ago. It was just for guys that were finally moving into their bachelor pad or getting ready to move in their bachelor pad. This video right here is for anyone that's living alone. If you plan on living alone, getting your own spot, if you have your own spot already, everything that I talk about in this video or everything that I actually use in my own home is a link in the description. You can see everything. It's basically my Amazon store. It's everything I use. It's all my home and office gadgets that I use, including my camera and film equipment. So the first one is one of the most important to me, and that is be discreet with your social media. So often we want to film everything, document everything, put it on your story. Anybody can see your story, even if it's private. Somebody can screenshot it and share it with somebody else. Oh, look what such and such living at. Look what such and such got going on. If you're filming your gate, the name of your complex, your address, you just got a package, you showing the package, your address is on the package. You do not want people knowing where you are. You do not want strangers knowing exactly where you live and rest your head. Your home, your apartment, it's supposed to be a safe place, a place of peace where you rest your head. You do not want to worry about people waiting on you to get home, popping up on you, showing up without giving you notice, any of that. I made the mistake of that in the past, like at an old place I was living at, and somebody was like, hey yo, I think we live in the same complex. Like, oh my God, T. Pindell lives in such and such. That's familiar. My aunt used to live there. Now, like, that shit been sitting in the comments for like 12 hours. I don't know who else done seen it. As much as you want to post, as much as you want to show off your new spot, do it, but make sure you're not showing off your exact location or nobody can pinpoint exactly where you live for your own safety. You have your own spot, man. You're a big kid now. Invest and do big kid stuff. Buy a membership to like a Costco or BJ so you can buy things in bulk. Initially, it'll be pretty expensive. You'll see those prices, but you're buying it in bulk, and ultimately it'll be saving you money. It'll last you, instead of a couple of weeks or a month for like toilet paper or paper towels, it'll last you 3 months or 6 months. You'll find yourself buying stuff less and less once you buy it in bulk, and you'll get a better deal with that. With having these like BJ and Costco memberships, it opens up the door for so much other stuff. Like, I had the opportunity to get my internet through there and discounted because I had a membership. There's so many different deals here and there that they'll have for you. So paper towels, toilet paper, laundry detergent, paper plate, all of that big bulk item stuff. Sometimes I just walk around that store and you'll find stuff you wouldn't even think you need or want it, and it'll be right there. I'm getting my pool floats out of there. I damn near bought a couch last week because I want a new couch for the podcast. Check out the Real Talk Pill Talk podcast. That's on my main channel and link in the description. If you're in the podcast, check it out. But I wanted a new couch. It's something that was like more colorful that popped on that wall, because like the couch and the wall is kind of the same color. New couch coming soon, watch. So yeah, I don't know what's by you or what's near you, but cop a membership and thank me later. It's gonna be absolutely worth it, and you're gonna save money. Since we're on like the shopping and grocery aspect, go grocery shopping, all right? Stop eating out, stop buying fast food. It's unhealthy and you're spending more and more money. Learn to cook. Get you 2 or 3 or 4 dishes that you can go to that are healthy, that you can cook and save money. Cook them meals, have leftovers for lunch the next day. Instead of going to get Chick-fil-A breakfast every morning, have you some oatmeal, get you some cereals, buy you some eggs. Have options that'll be cheaper than eating out all the time. The thing about eating out, like, it's cool, it's fun, but you lose money so quick and you have nothing to show for it. At least you go grocery shopping, like you go into your refrigerator and open it and you have options and different things you could cook. I don't care if you're just buying different things to put in your freezer to cook real quick to throw in the oven. It's still easier, and you saving time. Driving your car, finding parking, going in somewhere, waiting, having to tip somebody, driving back home. That's taking at least like an extra hour or 2 hours when you could have just cooked something at home. Purchase an alarm. You need an alarm, man. You need an alarm. I'm not advocating or promoting like any brand or people that do alarms, but you need something. It's gonna make you feel safe while you're away from home and while you're in your own home. And even with that, we can talk about cameras. I talked about this in the last video, but alarm and cameras go hand in hand. You need, alarms are super important, and then even to combine that with a doorbell that has a camera. You should have a doorbell that has a camera on it. You can tell who's at your front door. You don't have to get up. You can look. You can even appear home when you're not home, so people won't even think to run up in your spot because they think you home. And even when you get packaging, you can see the packaging on the camera. You might be living in an apartment and have an issue with someone stealing packages. You can see that on the camera. You're like, hey, get back up, or have it make a little sound or chime when a motion happens. That'll deter people and make it less likely for them to pop up and just steal your stuff once they know that they're on camera. If you feel comfortable, I would even put them inside the house. If you live in an apartment, you got the rental office, maintenance men be coming in there doing different stuff, changing filters. The fact that you have them on camera, and if anything gets missing, you'll be able to see it. Like, that's a plus. And there's been too many weird stories about like maintenance men or janitors or people like just doing weird stuff, stealing your drawers, just doing weird stuff. Just to have something on camera, like you're able to keep yourself safer and protect yourself at the same time. And I would say with the alarm and the doorbell camera and a potential camera inside, those subscriptions monthly are like cheaper than having a cell phone. I talked about this before too, and this will be linked in the description as well. A diffuser. A lot of people do like wall air fresheners or candles. I think both of those are great, but I love the diffuser. Some people don't like the diffuser because they say it can be too strong, makes their stomach hurt, gives a headache, but you're only supposed to put 5 drops in there. That's probably because they put like 10 and 20 drops. They're trying to do too damn much. 5 drops will do of your essential oils in the diffuser. I love the diffuser. Makes the whole house smell great. Gym clothes, sweaty. You do not want your room to smell like boy or guy or just be like kind of a little musty in here. It smells like outside in here. You want that thing to be refreshed, especially if you're having company. People feel comfortable in an environment that's clean and smells good. And you should too. So you want your own space to smell good. Have the diffuser. You can have it running. You can have it on a timer. Like, it is golden. I literally got one in my office and one in the big room just for the whole home. Like, I love the diffuser, no cap. And even speaking about being clean, I would suggest that you do like a deep cleaning like twice a year. That's like washing the baseboards, pulling the oven out, getting behind there because crumbs and different shit fall behind there in between like your countertops or your granite. Pulling the refrigerator out, cleaning under it and behind it, cleaning your refrigerator and freezer out. At least twice a year, a deep cleaning, like getting down there, cleaning behind the toilets, knobs, up under the sink. Just to share with y'all on a more personal basis, like I clean my house like every week, but I have a cleaning lady that comes every other week and I get a deep cleaning like twice a year. So I'm really heavy like on the clean tip. Like I'm a bit of a neat freak. As soon as I said that, I looked behind me and saw how messy everything was, but it's not too bad back there. And keeping everything clean will also keep everything smelling good. Nobody wants to deal with roaches or ants, or even if you make a mistake and eat in your room and fall asleep or leave some food out, that critters are just terrorizing the food and having a field day like it's Thanksgiving. I live in Florida, so you might get like a little baby lizard in here or see a spider or something like that. Okay. But there is no reason why I should see roaches or palmetto bugs or nothing crazy in here like that. So keep it clean and everything should be good. Blackout curtains. I have blackout curtains in the bedroom and in my office. They are one of my best purchases. There's so many perks to blackout curtains, bro. First of all, it's like sleeping in a hotel because once you close them and the sun comes up in the morning, it's gonna be completely dark in the room, and I love it. Sometimes it's almost dangerous because you'll sleep a little bit too much. So if you like a nice dark room when you sleep or when you wake up, so it's like the sunlight's not blaring through, blackout curtains are the best. And me living in South Florida, it's hot as hell down here, so it keeps the heat out. Instead of the temperature rising as the day goes on, it'll keep the room nice and cool. And the last perk about those blackout curtains is they are the ultimate privacy having curtain for me out there. Because even if you got blinds up, whoop-de-doo, sometimes there's little cracks in those blinds. I've had situations back in the day, man, I'd be vibing and having a good time, somebody in my backyard peeking through a window trying to see if I got company, and I had company. If I'd had some blackout curtains, I wouldn't have been dealing with that shit. Like, I'd already put my car in the garage. You ain't even pulling on home. Why you in the backyard? Blackout curtains are the way to go. That might have been a bit much. That story probably could have got left out, but the hell with it. I'm not editing that out. Smart lights. So being able to control your lights from your phone is awesome because you could be in your car pulling up. If you don't want to come into a pitch black house, you don't feel safe, boom, as soon as you park, your phone's close enough to connect to the Wi-Fi, you can turn the lights on in your house. Even better with smart lights, you could put them on a timer. So you know what time you normally get home from work, 6, 7, you're gonna have late night or whatever, put it on a timer so the lights are already on when you get home so you're not running into a dark ass house. Or you have a problem with being on the phone, you're on TikTok all night, losing track of time, you know it's time to take your ass to bed, have those lights go off at a certain time and that'll be like, oh snap, it's time for me to shut it down and wind down. I love the smart lights. The lights I have are dope. They're linked down there as well. You can change the color. I even have the outdoor ones in the backyard so I can illuminate. It gives the backyard a different vibe. I got the lights going over top the pool light, the LED smart light. Man, the shit look lit back there like a damn lounge or something. And that's how you should feel about your place. Your place should be a vibe. Lighting is so important with that. Like even with the lights, I got the lights, I don't have them on right now, but they go around the ceiling. And I used to think it was like such like a kiddie light to have. I'm like, oh, these are for kids, gamers, but man, it is perfect for me. Even cleaning up, mood setting, working late, any of that, I love it. So yeah, invest in some smart lights. You will not regret that at all either. And most of the bulbs are like energy saving, so you'll save some money on that as well. On the next one, I would say like at least 2 or 3 people should have your location. One is good, but sometimes you might not be able to get a hold of that one person, or they might not be able to respond or check on you in a timely fashion. They could be busy with work, but 2 or 3 people should have your location or know your whereabouts. For me, it's about like 2 or 3 people that I share my location and know where I am and know what's going on at all times. Even when like I go out of town, like I let them know like, yo, I'm about to head out of town. So, you know what I mean? If I get missing while I'm out of town, this is where I am. Or, you know what I mean? Just check out my location here and there, or check up on me, etc., etc. Because when I travel, I go out of town and I don't post that I traveled until I get back home, because I don't want people to think I'm away from my home and then I come back home and all my shit's gone. And people be like, oh no, but I thought only your family and friends know where you stay, etc. Bro, sometimes be your own people or a friend of a friend, because they didn't spoke or talk too much. You just never know. So when I travel and I go out of town, especially if I'm just enjoying myself, I don't post those pictures or post that stuff on my story until I'm already back in town. And people like, yo, oh my God, you in my city? Oh, you in Maryland? Oh my goodness, Brand, you in Jamaica? I'd be like, bitch, that trip was 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm already back at the house. I'm good on that. I don't need to be pressed enough to be posting right then and there while I'm there, etc., etc. Nah, I don't need everybody to know my move. I go to a restaurant and eat. I don't post while I'm at the restaurant. The soonest I might post is as I'm paying the bill and leaving. I'm not posting that I'm at that spot right when I'm at that spot. And that brings me to the last thing, and this is one of the most important ones as well. An emergency plan / situational awareness. And I feel like just seeing so much crazy stuff online, shootings, like rappers getting killed, school shootings, like, and actually like seeing people fall, like, that is the craziest shit. And some people get numb to it, but it makes me like overly aware and overly cautious. Like, I'm not in these streets, I'm not doing nothing crazy or illegal, but I'm just like, what if? Like, I have a plan. Like beforehand, I was doing a bit too much for one point in time, because it was a point in time where I had a gun in each room in the house. Legally, I had a firearm in each room, like with a safe, a button joint, and I was on it, like just in case. I calmed down a bit. I'm still ready though, but you know, I'm not Rambo ready. But there needs to be some situational awareness, meaning like if something popped off or something happened, what would you do? Like if a fire started, do you have something to put out a fire under the sink? Like I bought something from Costco that I can spray and that'll put out a fire over the stove if something like that happened. Like, you need to be aware and be ready for some of these type of things. If you weren't able to get out of the front door of your house, what's the next way that you can get out of your house the quickest and safest? If you had an intruder, what can you do to protect yourself? What's the safest spot you can be in your house to buy you the most time? Like, what are you gonna do? Jump out in the bed and say, hey, who's there? Is somebody out there? You're gonna call the police, you're gonna find somewhere safe. Like, what's your plan? Like, you know, you have to have an emergency plan and have some situational awareness. And I just think about that stuff all the time. I think that comes from seeing so much craziness happen in the world. And just even like, I used to drive a motorcycle. Like when I used to be on a motorcycle, I used to have to think like, what if this car did this? What if this car did this? How am I gonna move? Because so many times when motorcyclists get in accidents, it's not even their fault, it's the other cars. So you just need to be like as ready as you can be, and just kind of be more proactive than reactive. So that's everything. If I missed anything, please leave it in the description. Help people out. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Stop simping, apparel. Fellas, stop simping. Ladies, stop simping too. All the apparel links in the description. I got hella links in the description, man. It's lovely down there. So drop it and check it out. And I'm pretty sure something to be entertaining and be worth the watch. Thank y'all for tuning in for another video. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. I have playlists. So if you're into public interviews, if you're into these type of videos, if you're into men's self-care videos, if you're into dating and relationship videos, I have all of those in different playlists. So whatever you're into, I got you. Podcast just dropped, new skit just dropped on the main channel. A public interview just dropped this week as well. So check out all of that. Content on top of content on top of content. The grind does not stop, and I will see y'all later. I'm out.